So today I'll be sharing how I preserve my tomatoes, not in the freezer, but outside the freezer, and it will stay like for 1 week. So stay tuned to the end to see how I do that. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're always coming by, you're highly appreciated. If today is the first time you're joining, you're welcome to the family. This is Bakers from Nigeria. I teach people how to make Nigerian recipes on my channel. So first things first, we're going to be washing these tomatoes very well. We're going to be washing it, removing any damaged parts from it. Make sure you wash it neatly. I had to wash mine 2 times to make sure it was very neat. So I went to the market, I bought a lot of tomatoes. It has even started spoiling, as you can see in the videos. I had to select the ones I can't use any longer. Then I had to wash very well and remove all the damaged parts from it. I wanted to share this on my channel in case your freezer is bad, you don't have light in your area, you don't have to spoil or pour away your tomatoes. You can use this simple method and preserve it. One good thing about preserving your tomatoes like this is that it keeps it fresh. Anytime you cook it, it's just like you're cooking it fresh. That's why I love doing my tomatoes like this. That's why I love doing it and keeping it out of the fridge. I also add in my pepper, that's the Scotch bonnet peppers, into it. I also select it neatly, remove the bag, then wash also very well. Very important. It's always important that we wash up things from our vegetables before we start using it. It's the best thing we should be doing always. Okay, then select the spoiled one and then keep the fresh ones. I also put in purple onions or any kind of onions you have. I just love that mixture of tomatoes, pepper and onions. The mixture of that two, when blended together, there's something they do to your stew. I don't know if you don't use that method in cooking your stew. I think you should give it a trial. The 3 of this makes the stew so perfect. So what I do is that I do the 3 of them. I also put the chili peppers. I put some chili peppers, they're already dried, but I had to wash them. I had at home, it was drying up, so I also added it to this mix. So when you're through with washing your vegetables very neatly, we are going to be blending this to be very smooth, emphasizing the smoothness. Then we cook in a pot. We have to cook in a medium heat, not high, not too low, just in a medium heat. The reason being that we don't want it to get burnt. It will affect the taste of our stew. So occasionally we'll be turning this stew with a spoon to make sure it doesn't get burnt. We have to do this occasionally to make sure that our tomatoes doesn't get burnt. If it gets burnt, it's definitely going to affect the taste of our tomato mixture that we want to use to cook later. So this mixture could be used to cook different things. It could be used for your stew, it could be used for your jollof rice, it could be used for your egg sauce, anything you want to use it for. It makes it handy for you anytime you want to cook food. Now you don't have to start blending all over again. You just scoop the one you want to use and then keep the other one back. This method I did here is just for a week. Maybe you don't have much, but if the one that you will store for a year outside freezer, there's also another way you will do this. You have to dry this one very well, then put in a jar, then also cook the jar to make sure it is sealed. But this one is just something I want to cook. I don't want to be warming it. Gas is expensive and all that. I just want to cook it like this and let it cool down. So when our tomato has dried a bit, I don't want it to dry very well. The emphasis on drying very well, because if it dries very well, it's going to affect the taste of my stew if I'm preparing anything. So I'll be adding vegetable oil to it. I'll now start stirring it. I want the oil to enter in. I want it to mix in with it. Now I'm doing the drying method, but not too dry. Like I told you, something that will just take 3 to 1 week, so it's not going to stay even like a month. So I don't need to dry it that hard. So look at the way I am stirring the tomatoes. Look at the tomatoes. It's looking as if I'm cooking stew, but it's a little bit thick. I'll also add meat broth to this. So the consistency is okay for me now. So I think I'm done with this preservation method. So when I'm done, I'll bring it down and allow it to cool down before I will now put it in a jar. And when I also put it in this jar, I'll also put oil, vegetable oil on top. This will serve as a preservative. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. Bye.